watching the station covering all of the DMV. DC News Now continues.
Welcome back to DC News Now. He already owns more than a dozen golf courses all around the world. Now President Trump has his sights set on the district's 3 public links.
And they're owned by the National Park Service, but have been operated the last 5 years by the nonprofit organization National Links Trust. Trump administration has now terminated that lease. DC News Now sports reporter Alex Flum joining us here in studio.
All right, Alex, this one particular course, though, with a very significant historic relevance here. As for some members, they're a bit anxious about this. Can you talk about how they're feeling about having the president kind of play through?
Yeah, guys, Langston Golf Course in Northeast Washington is an incredibly historic golf course. It was built in 1939 for the black community in Washington, and it's directly tied to the desegregation of golf in America. And now its huge community is worried about its future.
Jade Gaskins has fond memories of her internship last summer.
Well, my first day, actually, I was so excited. I had everything laid out.
Junior at Phelps Ace High School in Washington, Jade interned at the historic Langston Golf Course in Northeast through the nonprofit organization National Links Trust, NLT.
I was able to be a part of the golf course.
Jade was hoping to intern there again this coming summer.
My heart dropped. I did get a notification from their Instagram that they might have to shut down. I was really planning on being a caddy next year.
5 years ago, NLT signed a 50-year lease with the National Park Service as stewards of the 3 public DC golf courses, Langston, Rock Creek in Northwest, and East Potomac in Southwest. But on December 30th, the Department of Interior terminated NLT's lease. It said NLT is behind on construction projects and owes the National Park Service millions of dollars in unpaid rent. NLT disputes that, saying projects were on schedule and that NPS allowed it to offset rent by making course improvements. NLT said in the last 5 years, this is, quote, the first we heard about any rent issue.
Golf is the vessel, but these are, again, community centers that happen to have golf courses, and we want everybody in the community to take advantage of these properties.
NLT says the Trump administration hasn't provided them much of a plan. So in the meantime, they're continuing their daily work while pausing future projects. But this situation puts the future of scholarships for local students and the future of internships like Jade's in question.
We have a large group of employees that we consider NLT family. We want to make sure they have jobs, and also we want to make sure we have affordable, accessible golf for the community members of the district.
I just hope that they keep the golf course going.
For Robert Harris, better known as Cowboy, daily trips to Langston haven't changed much in the 73 years he's been playing there.
I started playing golf at the age of 8. It was a little wooden clubhouse. All that out there was clay. Oh, it kept me out of trouble. It kept me from going to jail.
On Martin Luther King Jr. Day, NLT held its 4th annual Habitat Restoration and Trash Cleanup volunteer event at Langston.
I bet half of the folks down there don't play golf. They're here because of what this facility means. They're here because of our outreach into the community.
Local golfers are worried the courses won't remain accessible to everyone.
Many of the best golf courses are private, and the average golfer doesn't have access to them. Golf courses like Langston, that goes away, then it just becomes harder and harder for young golfers to get into the game and find some place to play.
With the future unknown, NLT hopes that the administration will allow them to continue their lease and their work.
We want to be here for the community, giving young people job and life skills, access to college scholarships, and the history of these facilities. We are concerned that history would die.
As for that history, whether it's 81-year-old Cowboy or 16-year-old Jade, all members of the Langston community hope the story isn't coming to an end.
A lot of kids that came out here in Caddy went to college and stayed out of trouble, came to be productive citizens in the community.
Thinking about this not coming back for the next generation of people who've never been able to experience something like this, the golf course just helped me kind of narrow down what I wanted, what I really wanted in my future, how to be able to work in the, workforce.
Now, we have reached out to both the Department of the Interior and the National Park Service requesting a sit-down interview. We also asked them what their future plans are for the courses in D.C., the future of National Links Trust's involvement in them, and if they're committed to continuing providing scholarships, internships, and accessible golf to the local community. At this time, we have not received a response to our emails. Reporting in studio, Alex Flum, DC News Now.